If you follow your heart, you can't be wrong. Stand up for what is right. Be brave. Get ready to fight. Hold on. We're friends for life. And if we come together as one, complete the quest that we've begun, we will win the battle. Galactic battles, Pokemon.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon XG Next Gen Nuzlocke. I'm GameStrom, and in the last episode we made our way further into the Cipher Key lair, and unfortunately we did lose Chompy the Flygon. But we have replaced them with actually the thing that killed them, ironically enough. Actually no, I don't think it was the thing, but one of the reasons that it's dead is a Shadow Bayonet, which I gave the Shadow Armor item that we got last episode, which boosts its defense by 50%, which is a big boost. So I'm only doing that just because Bayonet is a little on the frail side. I don't really see anything, especially the Shadow Pokemon Vault thing, taking it down, but just in case I just had to give it that. So I have it and Surf and Turf up front for the moment. So yeah, we're just going to keep going further and see what happens. Okay, so we made it through here originally. We made it to the second staircase, which is where we lost Chompy when we ended the last episode. So we're going to just start off going that way. Oh, Politoed is now able to be purified now that we've like come all the way back here. We got an item box over here to start off. 2 Hyper Potions. We'll gladly take. We're gonna make our way over here. I think there should be... Yep, there's a battle. You get on my nerves the way you scurry around. Cypher Peon Kim. Oh, just got an email in. Sorry about the noise. Starts off with a Sneasel and a Wall Ring. Okay, we're going with Bayonet and Serpent Turf. We should be good on taking attacks with Serpent Turf at the very least, because we got Peppermint and Shadow. Ooh, it's a Shadow Wall Ring. And it's got Snow Warning. That's an interesting ability for Wall Ring to have. It's not going to affect Serpent Turf. Serpent Turf is also an Ice type. This should be fine. I'm going to go with Shadow Analysis to try to get rid of that Sneasel. This is the exact reason why we packed Serpent Turf with Thunderbolt. Using Icicle Crash, but I don't think it should really hurt either side that much. Because Bayonet's defense is up by 50%, and then it's not going to do anything on Serpent Turf. Alright, so that's super effective with the Thunderbolt. I don't think I'm going to do this. I think a second Thunderbolt would kill it. We're not affected by the Shadow Freeze, huh? Okay, I didn't realize that would be the case. So what happens? I'm going to go with Shadow Analysis on Sneasel again. I'm gonna go with Dragon Pulse on the Wall Ring this time. Still decent, doing a decent bit of damage to the Bayonet. Granted though, Sneasel is pretty high with the attack stat. Alright, so Wall Ring is in the yellow, which I think it should be fine enough to catch it now. I'm going Shadow Chill, probably on the Bayonet now. Nope, he's going out. Funny how that didn't affect for one turn, but it did in the second. I don't know why. Finally get the Shadow Analysis off. And we knock out the Sneasel in one go. I mean, Sneasels are pretty frail, so can't say I'm too surprised. Alright, so Bayonet's taking damage from the Hail. Surfer healing up thanks to the leftovers, so that's good. Next one out is another Alolan Ninetales. Unfortunately, it's one we can't catch because we already got one, and this makes me sad just thinking about it. So, I think we're gonna go with another Shadow Analysis, just because I want to get that Ninetales on. Ninetales are pretty fragile. And I'm going to, on Surf and Turf's turn, use a special ball we have packed up for this occasion. So the Net Ball has a better catch rate on water and bug types. And thankfully, Wall Rain happens to be part water type. So, yeah, we're gonna try to catch that. Let's hope. So, Let's see here. We got 1, a 2, a 3, and we caught ourselves a wall ring. Knew it was a good idea to pack a few net balls. It's going Moonblast. I figured we'd be using like an ice type move or something. Bye, Bayonet.
Somebody get me a raw egg, 2 shots of Tabasco, salt, pepper, and a gun to shoot myself.
You know what they say, liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Liquor before intergalactic travel, till your insides unravel.
Yeah, thankfully I'm not too attached to Bayonet yet, so... really, I don't really care for Bayonet as a Pokemon, frankly. I just really do not care for it. Not that there's really anything wrong with it, because his backstory is creepy and everything. I really don't care for Bayonet. It's not one I've really ever had a particular kinship to. I'm going with Pucker Lips next. Alright, so next up is a Glalie. Another ice type. I'm just noticing a pattern here. It's a Shadow Glalie. Okay, I was not expecting this. So I think I'm going to do is with Pucker Lips, I'm going to try to take out that Ninetales. And I'm going to Thunderbolt that Glalie with Serpent Turf. It's going with another Moonblast. So hurt, but it probably won't kill. Oh, that's right, I forget, for some reason in this game, Fairy types can't do damage to, Fire types for some odd reason. With that special attack drop, the Flame type's probably not gonna kill. It comes in close. Shadow Chill gets off, it's gonna hurt a bit, but should be fine. Unless it gets a crit. Okay. Uncalled for. Doesn't do a whole heck of a lot to Glalie. So with the hail coming down, it's gonna hurt Pucker Lips a little bit. Serpent Turf is going back up to full. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to Aura Sphere with Pucker Lips, and I'm going to use an item to heal him up. That way, in case he gets double teamed again, he can take it. Where are my Hyper Potions? There we are. And here comes that Moonblast again. Still on Pucker Lip. But not doing anything, thank God. And here comes our Aura Sphere. With the special attack, I don't think it's going to be enough to kill Glalie, but it's good enough to get down to the yellow. Good. So Shadow Chill again. This time on Serpent Turf, and Serpent Turf dodges it. And now the hail is gone. So we should be able to... I'm going to actually Ice Beam with... Serpent Turf just to get that Glalie down a little bit. I'm going to take out that Ninetales. Alright, that's not doing a whole heck of a lot. If we get the flamethrower off, this will definitely knock out the Ninetales. Good. Thankfully it's not going for another hail. Pucker Lips is now up to level 48. I think it's now the highest member of our team. Shadow Chill. Question is who's going for this time. Pucker Lips. Okay, that does a lot. Thankfully it's not enough to kill. I don't think Ice Beam will kill either, but should do at least chip into the red, I think. Actually, this is more than I thought. I knew it was stab and everything, but still, good lord. Piloswine's next. Ice ground type. Okay, so it's probably got something along the lines of like Earthquake or something. So I don't think it's worth keeping Pucker Lips on the field for. So I'm going to send in. I'm gonna go with Donatello. Because anything I can throw, I think Donatello will be able to take. I'm going to throw an Ultra Ball and this turn try catch that Glalie. Alright. We've got 1, 2, 3. Alright, we got ourselves a Glalie. Alright, now Pucker Lips is coming back. So Donatello, again, I think she can take anything, whether it be an Earthquake, an Icicle Crash. Or it just uses hail. Okay, well that's still fine, because I can water pulse it with Lapras. So Surf and Turf should be able to do it. Next we got Cloyster coming out. Water Ice type. And it's a Shadow Cloyster, okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start crunching that thing with Donatello. And I'm going to water pulse that Piloswine down. The Shadow Guarding, so that's going to be a pain in my butt. Piloswine's going Icicle Speed, which barely hurts Donatello. Hits twice. Water Pulse gets off. We should be able to do a decent bit of damage with this. Almost actually took out the Piloswine, I'm surprised. It's confused now. It's a crunch, that's gonna hurt us because of the Shadow Guard. I think what I'm actually gonna do this time is I'm going to Toxic that Cloyster. So we can get a status off, and I'm just gonna finish off the Piloswine. Yeah, Shadow Guard doesn't work twice. Starts us up with Confusion, so we don't take a hit, so that's good. And now we get the Water Pulse off. So I'm guessing that Cloyster is probably just going to keep going for the Shadow Guard. So I'm noticing the AI has a proclivity to do that if it starts off doing that. So that was just a point of just wearing it down and trying to catch it. Probably going to use Netball again, because Netball has the best chance with it being part water type and all. Alright, starting that damage. I'm going to start with the Moonlight actually. And I'm going to get Surf and Turf back out of there. Actually, no, I can just call Surf and Turf to do this. Waste time. Because Surf and Turf really took a hit better than anyone else really right now. Going to Shadow Guard as I expected. So this is going to be a little bit tedious getting it down. Alright, Donatello's healing itself up a bit. Gale's going to hurt it, but it's not going to do too bad over time. I'm going to keep Moonlighting for now until Donatello's back up to full. I'm just going to keep calling Surf and Turf. I'm going to drink of water while I'm at it. Feels good in my throat. Alright, get a little bit more HP on us. Never a bad thing. Hail's gone, so that's what I'm going to be chipping away at Umbreon. Keeps getting hurt by poison, so I'm going to go with Curse. I'm going to keep calling with Surf and Turf until its accuracy maxed out. Yeah, because it's going to keep doing this. It's going to let that poison do its work, and over time I'll be able to catch it. Hurt by poison. I think this turn's where I'm going to actually start hucking the ball at it. It's in the yellow now. Give myself the best possible chance to catch it so I get more than one shot. So I think with the Netball's increased rate on water and ice, or water and bug types, this should do it. 2, 3. Alright, we caught ourselves a Cloyster. Alright. So, we started defeat Cypher Peon Kim. And now we need to go bury our Shadow Bayonet and get something else in its place. I'm pretty sure I have a good idea of what I want, actually. Pretty sure I'm going to go with that Shadow Nidoqueen we got last time. Just because before I actually forget, I'm going to take the item off of it. We bury Dad in here. No, we're not giving you anything. Okay. Yeah, just think, I never really got behind Bayonet. It's not that it's got bad designs, not that it has a bad backstory or anything. I just never liked Bayonet as a Pokemon. Actually, I'm not going to use the machine here. We're going to go back to the HQ lab. Or wherever the closest PC is. I don't really know. I just wish that all of those healing places came with the PCs. They're just making things so much quicker. So then we have to leave all the way out of here and then go all the way back. At least on Mount Battle, they have one after every zone, so you can at least go ahead with that. Yeah, just looking at this place is massive looking at it. Okay. So, I think the closest one is right down here in the Cypher Lab. Alright. Hey guys, how's it going? Just gonna check in the lab real quick. I love the fact that Cypher has nothing better to do with them, so he just leave them here. Yeah, this is probably the death that hurts the very least for me. Question is, who do we want next? So we have Zigzag, Steven, the Cloistered Glalie, and Walrein we just caught, Wheezing, Ursaring, and Nidoqueen. Personally speaking, I'm gonna go with the Nidoqueen, just because it's a poison type and a ground type, and we don't have either of those typings right now. So, I feel like it's the best possible option. I'm going to give it the same item that the Bayonet had, which is going to be that Shadow Armor. Okay, we're going to heal up real quick, so we took a little bit of damage during that fight. And we're going to switch the Nidoqueen up front to try to purify as quickly as possible. And we're going to leave Nanochain up front for now. Because Nanochain hasn't really gotten a chance to come out of battle just yet. And I want you guys to at least be able to see him. And is it a him? Yep, it's a him. Honestly, I never really checked on my Pokemon gender switch. They had an attract strategy going on with the AI in here. That could actually be a problem. So I might want to do that at some point. Alright. So we're going to just head in here. We're going to head right all the way back up again. Man, this is a long journey to get to a PC. Alright, let's go inside. Right now, Absol, okay. Forgot we had an Absol. So we're gonna head up here. Go over here. The thing I'm not too scared about is running out of Pokemon anymore. Now that we got our Snap Machine back. Back before we could head back when we were still doing Team Snag'em, I was very concerned about that if we were to go through a lot of tough battles in a row. Now I just have to fear about when we go in to face the boss of this place, Gorgon, if we're going to wipe here. Because, frankly, all the boss battles so far have had an extreme amount of difficulty with them, where it's never been positive if we were going to come out of that perfectly okay or not. So we've lost multiple team members, and pretty much everyone except for Lovrina. PM40, what do we got here? No, that's berries. Dragon Claw, that... Now we get it! Okay, let's see if anyone can actually learn it, though. Doubt it. Nanochain can actually, huh? Special attack, we're not going to give it, but that's an interesting one. I didn't figure Nanochain could learn Dragon Claw of all things. Granted, when we first caught it, it did have Dragon Hammer, so I guess I can't be too surprised. Oh, we got a battle. Nobody called me, but here I am. Ta-da! Alright. Sephiroth stand. I have to imagine this is like the stand from Gravity Falls back here. So we've got a Swampert and a Pelipper up front. Alright, so that's an interesting combo to have. We got Nidoqueen and Nanochain. Actually thinking that Nidoqueen out because of its ground typing. Pelipper's got Drizzle, so that means the Swampert's probably got Swift Swim. Which is going to be a slight bit of a problem. So Nidoqueen, you're going to come out of there. And I am going to go with... I think I'm actually going to go with Serpenturf. If they use a Water type move on Pelipper, Water Absorb is going to activate, so that basically turns into nothing. I'm going to use Giga Drain on that Swampert. Alright. Oh, Pelipper's going with Protect Action, so that's fine. Waterfall. Again, wow, I read this move perfectly. So Giga Drain hits, with it being quad effective, that should be able to KO that Swampert. Yeah, it does. Good. More than happy with that. So the Swampert is down. Man, it's a long animation for dying. Now I get to know what it looks like without having Mudblood die, at least. That's something. Alright, so next up she's got a Dusclops. Oh my god, that's a he, not a she. Wow. Should have realized with the stand name. And it is a Shadow Dusclops. That's actually an interesting choice. I might actually want to add that one to my team, because Dusclops can be pretty bulky, actually. But I'm going to focus on getting that Pelipper out first. So I'm going to double up with Ice Beam, I think I do with Surf and Turf. Actually, why am I using Ice Beam? I have Thunderbolt on that thing. So that should take out the Pelipper. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Sludge Bomb that does cost to possibly get a poison status on it. I know it's not going to be too effective on it because it's a ghost type, but I want to see if I can get a status on it at the very least. Okay, I'm good. And I know Sludge Bomb has a decent chance to give a poison on it. So, alright. So the Pelipper is down with a quite effective Thunderbolt. Shadow Bully. Okay, I don't know exactly the secondary effect of that, but it didn't do too much. I mean, granted, Dusclops aren't particularly on the attacking side, they're much more on the defensive, but still. Next up is a Gyarados. Again, another water flying type, so Lapras should be able to handle this with Thunderbolt. And I'm going to Sludge Bomb again just to get a little bit of extra damage on that Dusclops. Crunch. Does a little bit of damage to Scepter, but overall not that bad. Alright. Sludge Bomb hits. It's a critical that time, but still doesn't do it even remotely enough to really kill it, so. Thunderbolt goes on. Should take out a Gyarados with it being quite effective. We'll see. Yeah, Gyarados is down. Shadow Bully again. I don't really know what this thing does. It doesn't really do all that much to Inachin either. Alright. So Surf heal him out with the leftovers, and Dusclops coming down with the poison. Next up is an Armaldo. Ground Bug type. It's a Shadow Armaldo. Huh. Not what I was expecting. I'm going to double up with both Thunderbolt and Sludge Bomb, because both of them have a chance to status it. It's Shadow Garden, which is annoying. But thankfully, I got the poison off on Dusclops already, so we should be fine to start throwing balls at it soon. Shadow Snooze, that's going to put one of us to sleep. Nanochin, okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull Nanochin out. So that we can have a chance to Toxic with Donatello. I'm going to try to get a little bit of damage off with the likes of Surf and Turf. Use a Water Pulse. I'm going to get Nanochin out. Alright. Now it's going for Shadow Guard again. Happens to hit it this time, so that means the next time it goes for it, it's not going to be able to use it. Going with Shadow Bully, not doing very too much damage on either side. It does more than I thought it would on Donatello, actually. So I'm frankly a little on the, almost shocked side there. Surf and Turf heals itself up a little bit. So Dusclops is being so low now, I'm going to start trying to catch that with an Ultra Ball. So let's go over here. There, and I'm going to use Toxic on that Armaldo because it's more than definitely going to go for Shadow Guard again. Alright. Got 1, 2, 3. Alright, we caught the Dusclops. Let's hope we can get this Armaldo. I've never used one before, but I know that's actually a pretty good Pokemon. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, it's part bug type, so we can actually use a netball on it to try to up our chances of getting it. Now that I'm thinking about it. And there's another email. I thought I turned you off. So I'm recording this right after the last episode. Oh wait, so the last Pokemon is the Armaldo. So it's probably gonna be going for another 2 years. So I'm just gonna use Water Pulse and I'll just Curse Up. Yeah, I should figure. It's just gonna be like when we're catching the Cloisters, wear it down and use a netball. Actually, almost same 2 Pokemon action I'm thinking about. It's almost a complete mirror, just instead of the Cloister, it's the Armaldo. It's interesting. Okay, so that. Actually, no. I'll go with an Ice Beam this time because the poison's really starting to take effect. So I don't want to do too much damage to it and have a chance of the poison doing too much damage and killing it. It shouldn't really do too much though. Did more than I thought. So we are definitely throwing a netball this turn. This poison's definitely not going to do enough to kill it this turn, but it might next turn. Yeah, probably will next turn. So I'm going to throw netball and hope our chances are well enough up to catch that thing. I'm going to curse again. Alright. Let's hope we can get it. Hopefully with the netball's up chances we should. So 1, 2, 3. And we caught ourselves an Armaldo. Alright, game to defeat Cypher Peon Stan. I lost? I'm in shock. So we got Dusclops and Armaldo from that battle. Not a bad pair. I'm gonna go back and heal again just cause. Yeah, I've got a bad feeling coming back in my head here. So I'm feeling like healing's the best idea. Especially with these areas having more than one Shadow Pokemon each. It's starting to get a little risky not to heal. So we already did that once, and that scared me with a few cases. And we lost Chompy that episode, so I'm thinking just for safety's sake, go back and heal. Alright. We're gonna keep going on. Still got the Nidoqueen up front. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a switch to my team right now. Normally I wouldn't unless somebody died, but right now I'm thinking actually it's the best idea. I'm not gonna say who just yet, just because I'm starting to see that Nidoqueen, while I do like it, I'm thinking it might not be the best idea, especially because it doesn't have the greatest stats in the world. So I'm going to take, not that it's a bad Pokemon by any means, because I do love Nidoqueen, and Nidoqueen by extension. Just I'm feeling like with what we have right now, this next one might be the better option. So I'm gonna go take a look at some and see what we want to do. Because I'm thinking that, considering everything that's about to happen, because we're going to what I'm going to bet is going to be the hardest boss fight yet. I'm just going off of how Gorgon was back in XD, because I have no idea what he's packing right now with this ROM hack. Because again, everything's been different, but basing on the level or the difficulty spike between him and Gonzap and XD, this is going to be a rough fight. Assuming they keep that same sort of difficulty spike. So we're going to get Nidoqueen out. I want to take a look at that Dusclops and Armaldo. Got really high defense, okay special defense, but really good attack. Funny enough, it has Swift Swim for its ability. It's an interesting ability to have. Shadow Guard, Shadow Shake, and Shadow Crush. Okay, so not a bad set there. And Dusclops, no, not moving you just yet. Pretty high defense across the board and okay attack stats. It's got Shadow Bully. Damn equals the level, that explains a lot. Clean and Shadow Snooze. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually bring the Dusclops because not that Armaldo's bad, but just its special defense stat is very much so lacking. Plus Swift Swim is just a bit of an odd ability. I believe the ability of that Dusclops, I think it's Pressure. I don't know, it's in silence, so it can't be put to sleep, but still, that's an okay ability on its own. So yeah, I'm going to bring in that Dusclops. Again, I've never actually used one of these, but I know from experience that they're pretty defensive, and that's what I'm looking for. Because one thing, I don't want to go too hard and accidentally knock someone out. Plus, we have a few high attacker Pokemon on our teams anyways. The only real major defensive wall we have would be Donatello. Not that Donatello is bad, but I want to have an extra to be taking attacks, because that could be a rough combo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it the Shadow Armor, because I'm pretty sure I took that off of Nidoqueen. If not, I'm going to be mad. Where is our Shadow? There we are. No, can't use it. Give it. Give it a Dusclops. And Dusclops is actually going to be going up in front of the party. Go with him and Donatello up front. Because I want to get him purified so we can get some better moves on him. Probably wouldn't be things like Curse, but other moves that can boost its defense are moves that I'm looking for on it. Then a good move like Shadow Punch or Shadow Sneak that can give it either priority or an instant hit. Those could also be good moves, especially for stab on those two specifically. So we're gonna head back up here to where we were, because I want to try to get to Gorgon, but honestly, looking at the timing, I'm not sure we're gonna make it that far today. But one can hope. So, we're up here. I think we have to go all the way around there, because I know we have to get that thing that's shimmering on the table. Which I believe is a key, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we got another battle. No, you're not allowed to go any further. Alright, we got another fight. Except for Peon and Ninetales and Rhydon. This is an interesting combo. This time it's a regular Ninetales, so not in the low, so it's a fire type this time. Okay, so we got Dusclops and Donatello. So let's see what we can do with her. She got Shadow on the field. Got Rhydon, okay. I'm more than happy with a Rhydon catch. Gonna try to get rid of that Ninetales. So I'm gonna Shadow Snooze on that Rhydon to try and make it so it can't move. But you know what? I'm going to Shadow Bully that Rhydon because he's gonna be as much as his level. I'm going to Toxic it. Oh, Shadow Guard. God dang it. Doing this. Going Calm Mind. So it's increasing its special attach. I really want to start focusing on Ninetales. That could be an issue. I just don't want to leave that Rhydon, because if it decides to go for a physical move, that could do a lot of damage. Because Rhydons are bulky and they can do a lot of damage really quick. Not to mention that one's higher level than us. So, best of luck there. Go double move on it. It's going for Shadow Guard again. It's not going to work this time. So I'm noticing a trend here with that. Fire Blast. Whew, that does a lot for the Calm Mind boost. Thankfully, no burn. Alright. So we do a decent bit of damage there. So the fence is down. Shadow Bully is going to do 46 damage even. Which almost does it in. Unfortunately, we don't prior to... Oh, I forgot. I also have the Sunny Day boost. So I'm going to get Dusclops out. Strength's going with Fire Blast. Actually, I think I'm going to go with Pucker Lips, and I'm thinking about it. I'm actually going to go for Curse with Donatello. I want to get that Toxic off on the Rhydon. This Flash Fire should activate. It's probably still going to be targeting Dusclops. Psychic, actually. Interesting choice. I wouldn't have actually predicted that would use Psychic. I figured with everything on the field, it would go for another Fire Blast or a Flamethrower or something like that. Sunlight's still going strong. I'm gonna go Aura Sphere with Pucker Lips and go with... Damn it! I didn't mean to use Curse! Thankfully anyways, but still, not what I meant to do. Fire Blast. Come on, buddy, you can take it. Oh man, that is a lot, even for the defensive Donatello. Thankfully, this should take it out. Alright, the Ninetales is down. Thankfully, Orsphere can't miss, so that's always a good thing. It's going for the Magmar of its own. Okay, Magmar versus Magmar. So I'm going to Nasty Plot with Pucker. Actually, I'm going to use an item on Umbreon. I'm thinking about it. Good thing I'm not a master clicker, so I have to take a minute between clicks. Just because I don't want that Magmar using some crazy move like Blast Burn with the boost from Sunny Day and knocking out Dontel with that. I don't think it will, but man's an idiot. Or woman, I don't know which gender it is anymore. Shadow Smash. Whew. Well, with that and this moveset, I'm almost thinking if I catch the thing, I should nickname it All Might. Whew. Sounds like a strong ass move. Figure would have kept Shadow guarding. Hurt by the poison, so that's good. I'll let that do its trick. I'm going to throw an Aura Sphere and a Crunch at that Magmar. It's using Sunny on its own to get that back into effect. Alright. Aura Sphere connects. Does a decent miss? The Crunch should knock that thing out. I'm going to Shadow Smash again. See what it does. Holy crap. Okay. So it's basically Shadow's superpower. It's basically what I'm reading there. Lowering its attack and defense like that. Sonic strong. Rhydon gets hurt by poison a little more. Charizard. I think he probably got the solar power ability considering what's going on with the Sunny Day. Oh. I am very happy right now. Oh my god, Charizard's like one of my favorites. It's my OG starter. Technically it's Typhlosion, but in terms of the one that I used in Gen 1. I started playing Pokemon back in Gen 2. So. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm gonna use an item to heal up Pucker Lip. And then I'm going to go with using Toxic on that Charizard. That's why we're it down to. Using Shadow Guard again, so that's fine. Shadow Blaze. And Dontel dodges it. Just say Dontel is like best boy, or actually technically speaking, Dontel's best girl here. Because like Dontel has been coming in clutch in these battles. Like Umbreon was always my favorite evolution, but my god, it's proving itself to be the best here. My personal opinion. Okay. So I'm gonna go for Flamethrower just to get a little bit of damage off on that Charizard. And then I'm gonna curse up a Dontel again. Just increase his defense a little bit more. See how much this does, not being very effective, but oh boy. Shadow Breeze, I think that's a tailwind for it. Alright. So the poison should be lowering them down. It shouldn't be enough to hurt Charizard too much right now. So I'm going to go for a catch on that thing. Praying to God I can get it. Alright, Cryptic Pokeball and Prey. Because I'd personally prefer the Charizard over that Rhydon, but still. Let's hope we can get ourselves a good fire type. 1, 2, 3. No! Oh, so much for getting ourselves a Charizard right now. Mirabee will have it later. Unless the poison doesn't kill, which I'd be more than happy. Doesn't hurt Pucker Lips that much. Alright, Sunlight's still strong. Rhydon's down the... So if we got... Okay, so yeah, there's no choice now. We're going to throw the Rhydon. I hope we can get one of them. Like, please, that would be great. Got Tropius of his own. You can knock that out pretty quick. Item. Alright, Ultra Ball. See if you can go for one of them at least. Try to get this Rhydon. Frankly, Rhydon's probably the stronger of those two, but I just love Charizard too much. We can get him later from Mirror B though. 1, 2, 3. Well, we got the Rhydon at the very least. Dragon Pulse. Alright, that hurts Pocket looks, but not too much. The Flamethrower should be more than enough to knock it out. Alright, and the Tropius is down. See, I'm thinking this is where we're gonna have to stop for now, because the episode's reaching up to 40 minutes at the moment. So, we're not supposed to win. So Rhydon gets the storage, and Charizard goes off to Mirror B. We'll get him later, though. So yeah, this is where we're gonna have to end the episode, because one thing I have to go back and heal anyways, and I want to go take a look at a few things. So I'm gonna take a break here, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Pokemon XG Next Gen Nuzlocke. Catch you later.